Hello, and welcome to what I guess is the first episode. Today we're here at Lanier in the ARCA car, just going to race a public race. Qualified on pole, going to start up here next to the 20 car. We seem to be pretty fast as well. These races, they're pretty fun if you can avoid the wrecks. There's no caution, so you really got to be on your toes, but I find the key is just having patience. If you've getting next to lap cars, you've really got to take care and kind of give them some space and just kind of pick when you need to make your move. But yeah, we're gonna sit here for 60 laps and we'll see how this goes. So strap in and here we go. Get kind of a bad start here. The 20's gonna be able to pull up right next to me here. He needs to be kind of rubbing a little bit. Side by side going into the first corner. Just gonna try to keep it low, give him some space like I was talking about. He's pretty quick. He's gonna get around me pretty fast here. Trying to stay there, but a little wiggle there is gonna get us out of shape. He kind of blinked a little bit throughout this race, but for the most part, pretty good driver. We already get mayhem on the first couple of laps. Two's going to park his car, then as soon as the guys get next to him, start to go again and take out half the field. Then pull around here. He's not done yet. He's going to turn 3 or 4 more and make a parking lot out of the front stretch. Back here just battling, trying to stay with the 20. He's going to gap us a little bit here, but just got to kind of stay in it. Manage your tires. Be patient. Just keep on rolling. Probably could have ran it up against the wall a little bit better here in the early stages. Kind of flatten out the curves a little bit. You'll see me kind of making mistakes here. I'm pretty new. My I rating at this point was like 742. It's pretty bad. So stick around and watch a few episodes. We'll see if we can get to 1,000. That's the first goal. We do a lot of ovals, super lates. These cars are cool. I like Xfinity and trucks, that kind of stuff. Really like road racing too, so you'll see me jump over there every once in a while. Probably going to wait until I get my True Brake mod, so that will help the braking a little bit. Already catching lap traffic after 9 laps, so it's kind of what you get at short tracks when you're in the ARCAs. It's a good place to learn, but like I said, you just got to be patient with people, and hopefully they give you a little bit of room. This track's tricky. It's kind of a dance. Sometimes you gotta kind of lean on the brake a lot longer than you thought. Kind of rocking back and forth. That 21's gonna hit the wall and come down in front of traffic, and we have to split the gap here. Pretty nice. Little Days of Thunder action. Here again, just being patient, trying to hit our marks. I don't have a lot of advice except just the patience and the kind of making sure you trail brake pretty deep into the corner. I was probably braking a little too much after watching the replay. I was kind of leaning on the brake a little bit down the back straightaway some. But it really seemed to help my car turn in. And when you get a kind of a feel for these things, especially with your feet like that, you kind of want to stick with what you're just really comfortable with and then kind of try to back off of that. Like, it's okay to kind of give up some time when you're trying to get used to it and eventually kind of work your way out of it instead of trying to go full throttle. Like a lot of these guys, you'll see them just stomp on the gas and spin right out, and these cars are really easy to spin. Even on the brakes, if you get on the brakes too hard, the back end comes right around. Yeah, here the 11's gonna be kind of cattywampus, come back up, collect a few, including the leader here. He's going to take a little bit of damage. I'm going to get around him. He's only short-lived, though, because he was pretty quick. He recovers pretty well. But we're going to lead these laps and enjoy it while we can. Try to catch some lap cars. Still not getting all the way to the wall like we should be doing. It's one of those things you kind of got to work on. In this race, I hadn't raced ARCA in forever. I was just trying to survive. I was really surprised to get the pole in the first place. And then to come up here and be able to run in the front the whole time, I thought I'd get past pretty quick. Wasn't sure really what to expect after all the time I'd spent in trucks and super lates. Luckily, some of the lap cars here are really nice. They get out of your way. Got one turn down against the wall in the back here. Just gonna keep on rolling. It's real good just to be consistent. Don't overheat the tires. You gotta last 60 laps on there unless you want to go in through the pits. And if you want to win one of these races, you're not gonna want to pit. As you can see here, the 20 car has caught us. I'm just going to move over and let him go. It's the best thing to do. He's a lot faster. Just let him go for now. Live to fight another day. I was kind of suspecting the way the guy was driving, he's going to wear out his tires. And as you'll see later, I think he kind of does. He gets a little slidey towards the end. But he also had some damage too. So who knows what all the contributing factors were. Get a little sideways there ourselves. So he's kind of gapping us here. Just going to deal with it. No panic and don't get back on the gas too quick. Probably a little too late there on the last turn. But a lot of times in these ARCA races, you're just trying to finish. Survival is the most important thing. Don't get any damage. Try to avoid contact if possible. This is a rare race where I really avoided a lot of contact. Usually in these races, that does not happen. At least in the bottom splits where I'm at. Yeah, here the 14 decides to drive under the 3 and run his race. 3 car, he's a good dude. I've talked to him a few times. Nice guy. Just gonna drive through, still trying to catch the 20, but he seems to be just making that gap bigger and bigger as we go. We're only halfway now, so still a lot of race left. They go by pretty quick though. Being on a short track, you've only got, what, 16, 15 seconds per lap? Luckily the 20 car has caught some traffic, but it looks like they're gonna move out of the way for him. Maybe help us out a little bit here. So just trying to hit the marks. Try to get it up against the wall, flatten it out. I was getting really nervous in this race. I hadn't been this far up in so long. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I was just waiting for the worst. Thanks to the 5 there, let us by. Gotta stick it low. Gonna lose a little bit of ground there, but it's okay. Still got 27 to go. All in all, finishing second would be a tremendous triumph in an ARCA race. This is just kind of the longest run we had without any real incidents. You see a car spin here and there. Not really anything worth mentioning unless it kind of interferes with our rhythm up here. So I didn't cut away to everything yet. This is a new project, so there's going to be a little rough around the edges at first, but as it progresses, I'm sure I'll learn a few things here and there. Hopefully learn how to drive for one thing, but learn how to edit and make things better. Big shout out to Studio David. He really helped me out with this a lot. He showed me a lot of neat tricks to know about recording and overlays, things like that. As you can see, some of the overlays aren't fully functional yet. I'm still working on that. I'll get it figured out eventually, and then they'll be in the races, and we'll have a little bit more info to work with as we're going. But for now, it's kind of like, this is kind of what it's going to look like, hopefully, in the future. We're coming up on 20 to go. 20 car is still pulling away a little bit at a time. It's not completely smoking us. We're not going to go a lap down, hopefully. A little sideways there. That's going to happen as your tires get older. You got to really manage your throttle a little bit more. Your entry points, they back up. Your exit points, they back up. It just changes with the way the track changes, the temperature, and the tire wear. Three car around again. He kind of had a rough day. He got tangled up a few times. Yeah, here the 20 decides just to take somebody out. It looked like he was a little upset. I'm not sure what about, but he made it through. But we're going to catch him pretty quick. See, he's getting a little loose. That damage plus the tires, not a good combination. We've got to be patient. I didn't want to stick it in too early, make him make a mistake, take us both out. It's best just to wait it out. I figured at this point I was going to make up the time. And at this point too, the 3, he had new tires. He was on a mission anyways. He's pretty angry, so I just let him go. So one thing you need to learn how to do in a lot of these lower races is, like, some of these guys will go in and get tires, they come back out, just move out of the way. I know it's frustrating to deal with lap cars, but sometimes just get out of their way, let them go. See the 20 here, he keeps trying to race with him. Should just let him go too, because now I'm going to catch him even more. Still going to fight again. He's going to cross him back over and get a little loose down here, and he's going to stick it low. He's going to lose a lot of time. He's going to slow me down actually too. I'm going to have to kind of back off here. I don't want any part of this. Yeah, some more flashing from the 2. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with the 3. Maybe he checked up a little bit when he saw him flash there. It's too bad for him though. He's a pretty decent driver. Yeah, at this stage of the race too, I mean, it's just all passing lap cars, trying to be smart and watch your back at the same time. We're coming for the 20. He's got 10 to go, but he keeps losing. As you see right there, he's kind of sliding a little bit. We'll slide a little bit too, but he was getting on it on the exit as well, so he's losing a lot of time. And there he hits the wall, and we're going to go past. Side by side at first, just giving him some room. You know, I know he's having a little trouble up there, so I'm just getting out of the way, staying down low. And he's going to kind of keep getting loose there, and now we're clear. Alright, 10 to go. Let's try to hold on to this win. It'd be nice. Just got to worry about this gaggle up here. They seem to want to race each other. I think there's some bad blood between a couple of them. Yeah, it gets a little hectic towards the end here. They're darting and diving. Nobody knows really what the line is, I don't think, but they're having fun, it looks like. Sometimes that's what you got to do when you're 5-6 laps down, man. Just go out there and just try to have some fun. Any bit of lap that you could put under your belt, you know, is for experience, is going to pay off. I mean, especially when your car's damaged and you got bald tires, it's really good to get out there and see what it feels like, because while right now you're not going to make any progress. You might come a time when you're in a race and you really need to kind of adjust to that. And it's just kind of part of the feeling out process. Looks like the 11 got up into the wall after all. 4 was nice enough to let us go there. We got 4 to go. Lead's looking good. Next car is a lap down, so barring disaster, this should go pretty well. Probably shouldn't have pressed the issue here as much in hindsight, but it turned out okay. Probably could have rode around just a little bit longer, seeing that my nearest competition was at least a lap down. But it paid off this time. Next time it may not. Now it's all open track for 2 laps. Gonna take the white in the lead. Don't get used to this, by the way. This is not gonna happen a lot. I'm gonna post the videos of me, you know, eating crap as well. And that's a checkered. It's a great win. Way to survive, you know. Kind of had a little help from the lap cars and the over exuberance of the 20. But all in all, a great race. Good first race to put up, I guess. I wasn't even planning to do this. I just had this race and I thought, wow, maybe this is the one I should start with. And here we are. Made a couple of extra laps before I went around to do my burnout here. But yeah, well, thanks for joining me, and I'll post some new stuff soon, and we'll see you next time.